everybody, I'm in the Lexus. I'm in the Lexus because my car's broke down. Ding dong, the bells are gonna shine. Let me tell you what, I will say that this is a much smoother ride than my Cooper. Take these off, although I rock a cat eye. Hi everybody, I had a video for you because let me tell you what, first off, I had an OBE, and no, it wasn't Jeff, it was Wolf that came back, and he was like playing practical jokes on me, which is so typical Wolf. Like, he wasn't like Jeff was like very much love coming off him. Wolf was like, I'm gonna get you, like hee hee hee, and that's what he did. He like I won't even go into what he did because it was like a little bit perverted, but it was funny, and that's what he was trying for. He wasn't trying to be perverted with me because those days were done, but he was funny, you know. So I was like, oh my god. So hi Wolf, glad to see you're in town. Wonder what you're watching me do. Oh yeah. Anyway, but out of that, I was like, you know what? I really need to teach people how to OBE, how to get out of body, because I wish this seat was different or the angle was different, but it's not. I'm sorry that this is the best I can do. Okay, so I really think that I should be teaching people more how to get out of body. Look, I don't have to do the thing because the roller's not here. By the way, did you notice, like, the hair can be free in this car? Can't in the other car, but in this car can. So, anyway, alright, all that's off the table. I'm so ADHD today. Like, shot through a cannon. I just think I should be teaching you guys more about how to get out of body than I have been. And I hope this is going to record well, because if it doesn't, then I really want to sit down and do this, like, at my desk or something. Ugh, at my new desk, maybe. I love that desk. I love my living room. Did I show you the desk? I'm going to put it back in if you didn't see it, because it's just too pretty right here. I just walk by it and go like, so cozy, so perfect. I think I should teach you guys about OBE a little better, okay? I don't think I've been the best mama on OBE. So, the way I got into it was through, okay, well, I mean, it used to happen to me. When I was younger, it would happen to me and scare me. It would scare me. I would be like, why the hell is this happening? Like, why am I in my parents' room? Why this? Like, I did not understand. I was in first grade the first time I had a deja vu, and it was Miss Pratt. And I knew she was writing on what's it called? The blackboard. She was writing on the blackboard, and all of a sudden, in my mind, I said, she's going to drop the chalk, bend down to pick it up. Like, I saw it in my mind, and then it starts to happen. So it's like a time loop, I think, but whatever that is. I was so scared. Like, I can remember to this day that guttural, like, how did I know that? What's going on? I kind of blew it off because you're a kid, you know, things blow off easily when you're a kid. But later on, I did ask somebody, and they told me once I was told what it was and that most people experience it, I obviously wasn't so petrified. But that took years for that to come back, and I did not know what it was. In between that, I would have experiences. I literally, you know how like people, when you're a kid, you play with Barbies and pretend like Barbie and Ken are real or whatnot, like little girls, or your army men, if you're a boy, are real. I used to talk to ghosts and say to myself, these are ghosts of people and they're real. And so when most people had like, what are the imaginary friends and whatnot, I thought that might have been something like what I had, but I really believe I was talking to spirits, and I called them ghosts way back then. So to me, I have been like this for a really long time. Same with going out of body. I feel like it's something natural that happens to kids a lot, and you get to a certain age where a lot of people block that side of things off, or maybe it's that you get so much busier with the mundane chores of every day where you had free time when you were a kid. It starts to not be important, not the same way. So with me, it was always that important. That's all. I lived in the spiritual side of things since I can remember. Talking to ghosts, doing like just everything you can imagine since I can remember. I played with witchcraft, all that stuff, when all you had were books. You didn't have the internet stuff. Anyway, so out of body work didn't feel like work because it only happened to me randomly until I watched on one of Oprah's Soul Sundays. And believe me, I had heard of out-of-body experiences, has had them, but did not know how I could control them myself. Didn't really understand that part of it until this Super Soul thing on Monroe Institute. And once I realized there was a way for me to do this myself, and then once I heard the Hemi-Sync and what it was, because honestly, Hemi-Sync is such a natural thing, and you don't realize it. You really don't. You think, no, this is something else, or when I remember, just once you start listening to binaural beats, it brings back memories of times where that noise was there anyway. And it was going under anesthetic, these same kind of playing with consciousness, that I had heard that before there was such thing. So to me, that just means it's a truth that we haven't unlocked yet completely. Anyway, so the first thing I said at once is Hemi-Sync. Hemi-Sync is where they take the two halves of your brain that work individually, and they synchronize them together so that you have mega brain power. That helps you get out of body so fast. Your intentions are met so quickly with that. So that's a big deal to be able to do that, to be able to sync up. So if you go to meditation, make sure you put in that it's Hemi-Sync, Hemi, synchronization, so that you get the most out of trying to go out of body. Use that because it strengthens your ability. 2, you got to hold back the fear. The biggest tips on how to get out of body is you can't be afraid of it. The minute you're afraid of it, you're done in the water. It just doesn't work. You have to be able to face the fear, and there is a fear. When you start to go out of body, a huge vibration goes through your body. It rattles your teeth. It's and it feels like it's about to break you apart. It kind of is. It's at very least about to separate you from your body. So I guess that makes sense. But that's when I would back off a lot of times. I would get to that point and be no, oh God, that's too much, because it's a true feeling going through your body that you're not going to like. It's not a fun feeling. Okay, so you can't be afraid. You have to want to go. You have to, and believe me, I've wanted to go so bad and then gotten scared. 3, don't let any negative thing that happens to you during this fool you into thinking it's all bad. Because if you go there with some preconceived idea that this is going to be bad, that's what you're going to get. Intention matters on the other side. So make sure that you don't put it out there. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, so when I'm trying to go, and it doesn't mean like you have to be so, I put myself in a meditative state. When I'm trying to go out of body, I try to put myself in a meditative state. Now, some people don't know how to do that. One of the best tricks, again, more tricks, on how to do that, try looking at the other side of your eyelids. Because the inside of your eyelids, because if you focus your vision there, it kind of wakes up your third eye, and that starts the visualization. Throw some intention at it, do some breathing, like yoga breathing, into the nose, out through the mouth. Try those tricks when you're trying to get out of body. A lot of times what happens with me is, well, a lot of times people say that it's like rolling out of your body. Like they say, pretend you're a log in the water. You're a log floating in water. And they just want you to roll out of. I've never been able to do that. I've tried that 1,000,000 times. Never once been able to get out of body that way. Okay, so the way I get out of body more than the roll out like you're a log thing, which never worked. The way that I get out of body is, like, the best way for me anyway is to have binaural beats floating around, like something I'm listening to. Hold on. Is have binaural beats floating around, something I'm listening to, is to put myself in that meditative state, bring my breath down, controlling my breath, easy peasy. If you don't know how to do it, look up any yoga thing. That's the breath you want, is the belly breath from yoga. And then what the best way for me is that I go through like almost like a chakra cleanse. Sometimes I start at the very beginning, but other times I start right at my chest, like my heart, my throat, my third eye, my crown. And then they talk about another chakra above your crown chakra that is like, all chakras come with like colors, and the, you know, leading to like black. But the secret chakra, the one that only certain people, you only read about it once in a while, it's not like common knowledge, that chakra is above your crown chakra, and it's actually void of color. There is no, I know black is like supposed to be the voidance of color, but this is like not even black. It's just the expanse of no color, like the universe. And I feel like that if I do a cleansing, when they say chakra cleansing, you just spin them, and it's more like I would say a clearing than a cleansing, because you are clearing the pathway to the next one. They talk about the pathways like they're getting congested, not like your snotty nose, more like congested like a highway gets congested with cars or traffic. So you're clearing that. That's what you're doing. You're clearing. So anyway, I like to do that, and once I get to the secret chakra, the top chakra, and there's a lot of meditations out there. Just put in chakra cleansing guided meditation, and you will have 1,000 of them to choose from. But once they hit that last chakra, the crown chakra, you need to go in your mind and take it one further. So I like to use the top chakra, the secret chakra. That's all. Like, they don't talk about it all the time, but you can find articles about the chakra above your crown chakra. And if I spin that void of any color and clean that out, I will pop over very quickly. Also, there's times I feel very called to go out of body. Like it's not me that wants it. It's like something else. So what happens with that is I'll be like meditating, lying down, reading, anything. And very far away, I hear this audible, like, oh, you almost feel it. It's like a rumble in the ground, all around you. And when that happens, I know like some door has been opened. There's almost like a vacuum sealed effect, like opening a jar of pickles or something like that, vacuum effect. After that, those are the times where I'm called. I feel like somebody else wants me out of body. First off, every time I go out of body, when that happens, like an event happens, like I catch up with someone I knew, or somebody's there to greet me. So I do believe it's like a calling. And secondly, when it happens, I feel very out of control. Like I'm not in control of where I'm going or what I'm doing. As opposed to when I go myself, I feel completely in control. So, two really different ways of being out of body. Sometimes when it's the calling one, I don't go because I fear, because of fear. That's all it is. I said it. So I was like, well, maybe not fear. No, it's fear. It's fear because it's not me. I'm not the one doing it. So what does somebody want with me? Why do I matter? So that gets a little dicey. But I go. It's not like I don't always go. But sometimes I don't. See, look at the blonde. Do you see the blonde? Like, how come I can't get rid of the blonde in my hair? I'm going to literally have to dye my hair silver at 62. You'd think I should just grow it and it'd be silver, but look at all the blonde in it. It's really annoying. Anyway, I know, I'm ADHD today. Just go with it. So that is a little disconcerting to be called like that. That's not the easiest way for me. That's the most anxiety I get out of being out of body, is when I feel like somebody else is wanting it, not me. So anyway, those are some ticks and trips. Oh, that's lovely. Those are some tips and tricks on how to get out of body. Keep trying, guys. You'll make it. Like, don't give up either. Because sometimes I want to go really bad, and I'll try like 10 times and won't go. But on that 11th time, there I go. So don't give up either, because it's really worth it when you go. You feel like you know something nobody else knows. Do you know what I mean? I've been someplace where a lot of other people have not gone yet. So that's kind of cool. I'm one and only. Yay. Bye, guys.